Hey Aquarius, and thanks for joining me, and welcome to this reading for December 2016 for Aquarius by me, Veroosh. Hope you are doing well. Today we're going to do two readings, a general reading, and you can see me picking the cards in the side here, and then also a dedicated love reading. I actually picked up 3 decks of cards so that I could read for you guys a very special reading. You guys have been so awesome in 2016, and I really appreciate your friendship, kindness, and generosity. So I just wanted to dedicate a love reading. So many times you guys contact me and really ask for love related stuff. So I wanted to give you the big whammy for the end of the year in terms of love. So I hope that the last reading I do for you guys, for the main reading that I do for you guys for 2016, is all about love. So anyway, let's take a look at the astrology. So this is your astrology. We're doing just a brief overview today. If you are interested in finding out more about your astrology, check out my show at 8 a.m. Pacific on this channel, and that's where I go into the details of some of the aspects and all the little details and stuff. So a lot's going on in your 12th house, Aquarius. The 12th house has a lot to do with spirituality. It's also the house of institutions, hidden enemies. And I always think of it as like dreams and the prophetic house. And so there's a lot going on there. We have Pluto there, which is bringing up a lot of karmic issues for you guys for a long time. And to add to this, this is also Mercury moves into this house this month on December 2nd. So you'll have a voice for a lot of the stuff that's been going on for you behind the scenes. So in your personal life and your own kind of ideas, those are going to start coming to the surface as communication. So that's good. Venus moves into your first house in Aquarius. That's also a really good thing for you. Because basically in your first house, this is going to make you very irresistible to everyone, as well as the opposite sex. If you're trying to attract someone, you're going to look great. If you're doing stuff with work, then that's going to be great. It's going to be great for socializing for a big part of the month. The sun is still in Sagittarius in your 11th house of friendship. So this is just going to make you irresistible. And on top of that, you have Mars here as well. So this is a go-getter month for Aquarius for sure. Sun, moon, and rising as usual. The full moon on the 13th is happening in your 5th house. The 5th house is romantic relationships. Don't get that confused with partnerships and sex. So this is romantic relationships, romance, full moon, the culmination of your relationships. If this is a time to let a boyfriend or girlfriend go, then this is the time to do it. If you want to embrace and ask someone out and really kind of solidify a friendship into a more formal dating relationship, romantic relationship, this is the time to do it. This is also the time to really pick up on some new thing that you've been wanting to do for a while, a new hobby or pastime. There's a mystic rectangle that's supporting you there. And it's also activating your 11th, 9th house and the 3rd house. Wonderful time to connect with others. On the 19th, we see Mars moving into Pisces in your 2nd house. This is a wonderful transit for money. Mars will be in Pisces for the rest of the month, so look forward to that. It's going to do a lot of healing with regard to any challenges that you have experienced with regard to money issues, money matters. And this is like a long-term healing aspect because Neptune and Chiron are slow-moving transits, okay? Then we have on the 21st, the sun moving into Capricorn. So that emphasis on spirituality this month is going to even be highlighted further. Mercury will go retrograde on the 20th. This is going to be a time after which it's not going to be a good moment to sign any declarations or put forward any ideas, but still it's going to be a wonderful time to begin new things. You're just going to have to wait to really begin those things after Mercury goes direct in January, okay? So just hold on tight, have your spiritual ideas. If you have a spiritual endeavor, then hold on tight to begin it until January. And then on the 28th, we see a new moon in the 12th house. And this is why I said hold on to your ideas and whatnot. The new moon is going to facilitate you actually having some type of new project or idea, especially to do with spirituality, maybe some type of craft or something else that you want to create will be a part of your month, this month, especially the new moon on the 28th. The last aspect that I wanted to mention is Uranus here in your third house of communication will go direct at the end of the month on the 28th of December. This is going to really help you put action to your words and really kind of focus your energy and have some really good food for thought and kind of ideas to push forward. So you're going to start thinking clearer, communicating clearer, and be more dedicated to the things that you are saying as reflective of the greater ideas that are coming up in your mind. Really a good time for Aquarius and your crazy ideas. So definitely embrace that. Really wonderful. And Uranus is your ruler, so therefore it's a really wonderful planet for you to go direct. It makes your mind really active and fun. So this reading here, I pre-picked the cards as I told you before, is a general wish reading. All these decks are kind of dreamlike. So we have the dreams of Gaia, the tarot dreams. We have the Mary L tarot, which is definitely dreamlike as well. So dreams and wishes are a big part of December, regardless of what your faith is. There is a level of magic that is around, that is kind of infiltrating us and giving us hopes. And I wanted to do these readings very special for you guys, so you had this kind of special moment to consolidate the months that have passed. And so the first card that we're going to take a look at is from the Dreams of Gaia Tarot. Beautiful deck, a very modern deck, unlike any other. This is the Six of Water. So this is, you're really hoping for something to materialize. You're hoping for something from your imagination to materialize. You're hoping for love. The things that you wished for when you were young, you wish to have happen to you, all the expectations, ambitions, and dreams that you wanted to come forward. You want someone to reach out to you. You want someone to offer you the gift that you have been waiting for, be it a friend or being a romantic relationship or something else. You're really hoping that the things that are in your imagination start becoming real around you. And in a certain way, they definitely will manifest. Let's put this Libyan glass down here for Aquarius. I mean, my Aquarian moon is like speaking to this. I'm like, yes, my dreams, yes. Because moon is reflective of everything to do with dreams, premonitions, those types of things. So definitely resonates for me, for sure. Really, I really feel the need for stuff to start materializing. And usually when you have that feeling that is about to happen, then it does start happening. So you can't really control that. It's like Mother Nature stuff. The next card is from the Doreen Virtue, of course, Goddess Guidance Oracle cards. Beautiful deck. So we have Yemanaya. I've had this deck for 20 years, so it's funny that I mispronounced it. Yemnaya, the golden opportunity, and it says important doors are opening right for you now. Doors of the psyche, activating that 12th house. Walk through them. So don't be shy of the things that are happening, especially those of you who have Aquarian sun, really activated month, and your 12th house is really being stirred in order to create and manifest. So don't be shy of your power to manifest. It is there for you. Don't second guess yourself. Just go for it. The first card from the Mary L tarot is, so we have the Lovers. This is the card of Gemini. Gemini rules your 5th house, and this is where the full moon happens on the 13th. So this is really suggesting that maybe you are coming together with a loved one or a lover. Maybe a very romantic time for you. Maybe family and family relationships are becoming very important. The Lovers signify that family is very important. Close relationships are important for you now, and you're making your way in that direction and embracing the opportunity of that for yourself and the future of that as being possible. So congratulations. This is a wonderful influence. Also look out for Gemini people to come through. Aquarius with Gemini is a wonderful combination in terms of relationships. There's an understanding. They're both air signs. They're both kind of more of the radical, I would say, signs in terms of how they approach things. They do their own thing, and they don't like wait for anyone. And so there's a mutual appreciation there between the two signs. So definitely a powerhouse of a full moon and a good connection for you in Gemini. The next card is the Page of Wands. And so the Page of Wands is a muse. That's how I describe the pages. The Page of Wands represents a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. So we have the Sun in Sagittarius, that's triggering this. And then we have no other transits in fire signs. So we're really looking at your 11th house of social relationships and friendships. We do have Uranus actually in the 3rd house, excuse me. And so these points, the 3rd house of communication, 11th house of friendship. So this is a very social time for you, and lots of new opportunities coming through in terms of friends and connections. The Page of Wands is a wonderful energy, a muse, someone who gives a lot of spunk into situations, hope, opportunity, expansion. This could be the person that you have been waiting for, be it a male or female. Pages are really, really neutral in terms of gender, but I really think of them as muses, someone or a situation that comes in that puts a spring in your step, that really activates your energy to move forward on certain things that you want. I think the things that you want are relationship related. So whether you materialize that in this month or in future months, you're taking the steps in the right directions to attain those things. So here is your next card, and this is again from the Mary L. Tarot, King of Wands. Beautiful. This is my favorite king. I absolutely adore this King of Wands, how Marie White painted it. As I don't know if you guys know, but I bought 2 of these paintings, and she was very generous with me, the ability to get them. And this is one of the ones that I really want or wanted. I don't think it's available anymore to purchase, but such a beautiful painting. Look at the powerhouse with the gold eyes. It really reminds me of Ra. The personification of Ra, the sun god, is coming through, and that's the power of the King of Wands. Oftentimes tarot cards really suppress that meaning, but King of Wands is fire and fire, pure fire energy, full of robust energy, bursting forward, creating, manifesting, and being so powerful. So we have the Page of Wands almost leading you into the King of Wands, whether you yourself are becoming the King of Wands in a certain way for some time, or whether you're coming across and meeting the man, then this person's presence is presence is everywhere in your life. When he comes into a room, he shines everything up. He's not a man of lots of words, but his presence resonates everywhere. He's a high vibration energy. He's someone who has a lot of knowledge, a lot of power. You definitely do not want to cross this king. This can represent Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. I forgot if I told you guys that already, but it can actually represent those signs, other signs that are working through this energy now. Heck, this might be the spark. The page might be the spark turning you into this fireball of energy. And so you are becoming the pure manifestation, the portal of your psyche, of your consciousness. Remember, we're focusing on the 12th house here, this house here. So when we're focused on the 12th house, that's all spirit. So you are bringing forward anything. This is a very open-ended reading. Anything that you want is coming for you. You are being received. There's not much hiding of what's going on around you. You're attaining everything. You're basically on fire, like everything is going well for you. The next card is from the Tarot of Dreams. And here we go, the 5 of Wands. Okay, so now we're clarifying some things. You're kind of biting your lip as all these things are happening. The right things are coming into place, but I feel that there is some doubt with regard to how you are going and where you are going with things. There's some doubt and some hesitation with where you are going and how you are transposing, how you are moving through the stream of consciousness and manifesting forward. And the 5 of Wands is this kind of, am I ready? Is this ready? Because we are only human and we're dealing with like these super powerful energies. I hope you guys can see my hands just kind of rocking over here. This is a super fire reading for Aquarius. So it's really funny that you got this, but it's really really good for you. And it's also Uranus, your ruler, in Aries, in the 3rd house, moving forward at the end of the month. And so therefore really picking up a lot of power and momentum by the end of the month, really activating. This is the magician. So there's so many magicians in tarot and astrology, but in my opinion, Uranus is one of like the badass magicians, and you are that badass magician. In the 3rd house, you are activating the word logos, right? The power of the magician, and you're activating it, bringing it forward, and basically changing the world around you, able to open doors, able to transmutate everything, confuse everyone, and hey, you're in the middle of it and you're trying to manifest your dreams. That's a really powerful transit. And the 5 of Wands is like you're standing on top of a cliff and you know you can fly off the cliff because you have the wings to do it, but still your psyche is like, whoa, can I actually go in this direction? Can I activate this? This could actually suggest that you take the helm of some type of relationship and you just push forward after, at the beginning of the month, when you decide that it's time to do so. So it's like grab the bull by the horns sort of thing. Here is your next card. Beautiful. So we have the star, which is the card of Aquarius. The star represents serendipity, soulmates coming into your life. It's like the right people are coming into your life at the right time. Everything is activating. Aquarius, this is the best reading so far. Regardless of this 5 of Wands, you have the best one. And I haven't said that for you in a long time. Super excited. You can kind of hear it in my voice, how excited I am to tell you this. In fact, I'll tell you a little something. The time when I picked those cards, I had to run to an appointment, and so I had them sitting here for hours and hours until I came back, and they've been sitting here kind of gathering energy and like just kind of mushy and all that energy and grabbing at all of it. And so this star has been just waiting for you to find this out. Your soulmates are coming in, your serendipity, your right path. You are on the right path, and you have some type of escort. You have some type of someone who is taking you across the threshold of your future to the King of Wands. Beautiful energy. So here is the next message. Ace of Wands. So I'm just like, I'm done. This is like Ace of Wands. It's awesome energy. Congratulations, Aquarius. You are activating. You are pushing forward. If there was a magical combination that I would describe, this would be it. The King of Wands and this particular Ace of Wands. I love this Ace of Wands from this deck. The volcanic power from the center of the earth, the core of the earth energy. By the way, I just ordered some Pneumite from Greenland, and it's coming in. I'm so excited. Pneumite is this powerful core. It's almost like his body in this painting. Pneumite is this powerful manifestation stone from Greenland, and it's actually you can buy it in China and like India, but it's not the same. The Greenlandian one is very expensive, and it's full of this core material from the earth's core. And why is it so powerful? Why is it used in magic? Because it actually manifests from the core of the earth, this really ancient earth that has been untouched for millennia even. So ancient materials and source energy, you are putting it forward. Also, the Ace of Wands is deeply sexual. You do have the North Node transiting or finishing its transit of your 8th house. The 8th house is sex, so definitely activating the North Node if you have an opportunity to do so. Do my Tantra meditation whether you have a partner or not. This will activate your dreams. Just manifest. This, I'm giving you the green light. The next card is, and I'm sorry if it's taking a little bit long. I was excited for these cards. The next card is the Angel Oracle. Here we have the Adventure. The adventure of a lifetime is what I'm getting in terms of a channeled message. The adventure of a lifetime to open yourself and look within the soul of someone else. And I think that it's scary, and I think that there's a sense of apprehension, like, I don't know if I can do this, but it's so left field, I think, Aquarius, that you are the only one who can actually grapple with that energy. What is Uranus throwing away? And definitely this month, even though Pluto is really activated and is creating a square to Uranus, it's really Uranus that is picking up the magic. Look at his face. Like, I can't get enough. Like, Look at his face. He's a badass motherfucker, right? Like he's so tough and he's so with it. And look at the eyes. Oh my gosh, he means business, and if that's you, that's you, but it's really the personification of Uranus and Aries just giving her, you know. The next message is, that's the adventure that you're about to go on. The next message is obedience. So the world beckons. You know, this is almost like having a mouse in your hand and the mouse is telling you what to do. It's a little tiny mouse and you're supposed to listen to it. So it's like there's going to be whispers with a lot of excuse me, with a lot of there's going to be whispers with a lot of authority coming through, and you must be obedient. The world is going to align you in a way that you will find success. This is a time in which you are in the middle of your road, moving forward towards the success. This is all to do with the things in your heart that you've been holding on since childhood. This is a big month for you, a big wish month. The last card is here from the angels, synthesis, and the synthesis of everything. Beautiful card. The synthesis of this power energy. This is a power month for you, Aquarius. The synthesis of this energy is pure fire manifestation form. You are unstoppable. Let's just put it that way. This is by far the most powerful reading, the manifestation of emotions, of ether, of so much fire energy bringing forward. It's not up to Aquarius to be so forthright. It's not up to Aquarius to be so just kind of daring and out there. But I think this month you're going to feel it, and you're going to be channeling that energy a lot. It's going to create a synthesis of energy to manifest, transmutate everything you touch, and create a whole new universe for yourself and for anybody who stands in your way or alongside you. So why don't we take a look at your love reading? I can't wait to see it right now. I need to kind of slow down. One of the things that I'm doing is between these two readings, I'm playing my little chimes. You guys asked me to play them over the last few months. They were put away, so I pulled them out for this reading. So let me just play that for you. It'll help me calm down because the energy and the vibration of that was pretty intense. So here we go. Just take a breath, Veroosh. My moon is in Aquarius, so I'm just as excited as you guys are. Channeling eternal universe energy and ether. Okay, so let's take a look at your love reading. Now, this reading is for anyone, whether you are in a relationship or not. This is through the lens of that you are meant to be with one person. So on this side, we're talking about your side of the heart or your side of the love situation, and this is your partner's side. If you are currently with the person you're meant to be, this is going to give you insight and information on what to do with regard to your relationship, how to improve it, and where to go. If you are not currently with your loved one, then this is going to give you hopefully some good information on how to develop your relationship, where to take it, and how to mold it and grow and bring it together and understand the messages that have to do with this. So you can call this a soulmate reading, you can call this a relationship reading, but it is really centered on you and your partner, whether they're in your life right now or not. I did pick 3 extra decks. I bought 3 extra decks just for the purpose of a heavy relationship reading or a love reading. The first one is Universal Love Oracle. I love this deck. It's so beautiful. So here is your first message. Meditation. And meditation harnesses a lot of power, especially if this month one of the issues that I could potentially see for you is not feeling so grounded, because there's so much fire energy that it's just probably stirring you to be here, there, everywhere. And so therefore meditation can be grounding. It can channel your energy and connect you with your loved one. The next message is the Romantic Angels by Doreen Virtue. And here is forgiving and learning. You're not the only one who's got this. I think Scorpio had this as well. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. So this is really about allowing the future to unfold, to bring the future in, move forward on the things that have in some way held you back. And you have to understand that and kind of bring to mind the truth that some of the things that were once good for us aren't necessarily good for us forever. And so sometimes they become even harmful or hurtful for us. And even if they are in this way, then maybe it's the time for you to let go, or maybe this is a time of letting go and forgiving for your own behaviors and your own mistakes and just moving past them. The last card is Whispers from Ganesha. Ganesha removes all the obstacles and challenges in your life. The message here is priorities. So in your relationship, you have to really isolate your priorities, figure out what's most important, what you're leading behind. I think that there's a lot of energy around you in your general life reading. Here in your relationship, you're dealing through a lot of things with your partner and figuring things out. This card represents where you and your partner start at the beginning of the month. Whether you are together or not, this is the coming together card for your relationship. So the message here is darkest fears. This is the Nine of Swords. So this is something that has a lot to do with the shadow and your belief systems. Maybe you are facing some concerns that are that you're worried will unfold. Maybe in some way you are in disbelief of the power of your relationship. Maybe if you're not in a relationship yet, you are in some way concerned that it's not going to happen, or if it happens, that the soulmate or the twin flame is in some way going to jeopardize your well-being. It's a very temperamental card. This is what you want for your relationship here. This is the highest ideals and what you're really seeking from your relationship at the moment. So one of them is the Two of Cups. You're simply seeking love. You seek love, mirroring, companionship, mutual understanding, and support. Applying your focus in one direction and watching it grow and develop. The second thing that you are looking for is clarity of belief. So this is the Ace of Swords. So you're looking for really fresh energy in your relationship, be it whether you are in a relationship or not. The Ace of Swords, you're hoping for communication to improve. You're also looking for that heart connection to develop. So you're really looking for a light connection, a fun connection, something that will help you prioritize as your relationship in the first or second position in your life. I think that you're really learning to forgive and move on and learn from holding on to the past. I don't think that you are interested in some way holding on to the mistakes of others, and you recognize that by forgiveness and by appreciation and just moving past any types of conflicts that you have in your current relationship, you're in fact releasing any challenges or relationships from past relationships or past even lifetimes and karmic type of things. This is This is the side of your partner, whether they're in your life or not. Your partner has ideals for their perfect relationship. And this will give you an idea of how to support your partner to bring about what they wish in their relationship to manifest. So the first card is what you wish for your partner, what your partner wishes for. This is the Hierophant. The Hierophant represents the sign of Taurus. It represents marriage, community, learning, going to university or studying, also being a teacher. Of course, this card represents the teacher or some type of figurehead. This can represent coming together in community with other people and having focus for the relationships that you are developing, having focus for community outreach and trying to bring people on the same page to achieve things. this is really disconcerting here. I feel as though you and your partner naturally have some really high ideals, but I think, Aquarius, that you've been through a significant amount of stress in your relationship. We'll take a look at that in just a little bit. The next message is base chakra. Your partner's looking for a sexual relationship, and a pretty deeply connected sexual relationship. So the base chakra has a lot to do with foundation, putting down foundation. It's not the sacral in the sense that it's sex. It's just they're looking for a deeply core and spiritual grounding relationship that is oriented towards sexual connection. So I feel as though they're looking for things that are a bit more intense than you are at this time, but maybe you guys can in some way find common ground that works for both of you. I think that this probably has a lot to do with this card, which is like processing your fears and identifying priorities. Make sure that you're not prioritizing around your fears, and I think that by the middle of the month you're gonna transform that. And I think that this card is ringing true, more and more true. The need for meditation, the need to focus your energy and center upon some type of thought or idea that will help you through everything and face those darkest fears. Maybe one of the darkest fears is that you don't want the same things right now. That could be one of your greatest fears that you're facing in December. The second card represents where you are going. So this is where you individually are going towards your relationship. Here you have the Three of Wands, take the lead. So there's a certain degree of authority that you're imparting in your relationship. Maybe in a certain sense you're not recognizing what your partner needs. Maybe this has got a fire lit under your butt, and so you're kind of taking a tangent experience and pushing forward in the direction that you see as fit. Your partner, let's see what your partner is doing. This is what your partner is doing towards the relationship. It seems a bit scattered here. We have balance. This is the card of Sagittarius, temperance. This is combining energies to produce a certain type of outcome. I have a sense that, no offense, Aquarius, I have a sense that your partner has a better grasp of the situation than you do. I think you're actually motivated by concerns and you feel really outweighed at this time, or maybe even triggered, or kind of like you're up against a mountain here, while your partner is maybe more centered, more grounded, more confident. This can have a lot to do with other things going on in your life at this time. You're having this big month, and so if you're having this big month, this over-the-top month, you have less energy to contend with things. So don't feel bad about the fact that maybe at this time you don't have as much energy, that at this time things are a bit overwhelming, that maybe you feel a little bit spiritual anxiety or something like that. And your partner will definitely help you. This is your twin soul. This is your soulmate. Or your partner, your relationship. They want you to be successful because it's a shared heart. It's a shared path. And so they're going to do everything to help you. And in turn, at some point or another, you will reciprocate. Here is the two cards that are giving you some advice. So we're getting lots of really abrupt, powerful energy. And let's take a look at how you can tame it, how you can manage it, how you can prioritize and work your way through it. The first message rings so true: change your focus. So I think that it's important for you to adjust and shift your focus. I think for you, the big message is step away from your fears, really take a look at them, assess them, give them love, and set them free. The next message and advice for you today, Aquarius, is the third eye chakra. This is the third eye that is located just on your forehead. This is your connection to the divine. It's the second to last chakra in the chakra system. It's awareness, attunement, foresight, intuition. So it's very important for you to meditate and stimulate this to understand the bigger picture of things. And as you understand the bigger picture, then your energy level will elevate and you will ascend in your relationship. Here is the next two cards. This is for advice for your partner on how to get from point A to point B. Now, for you to know this is very beneficial because you kind of see what's going on for them, and you can now in some way facilitate this path for them or help them, or even show them this video and explain to them, hey, this is maybe something that will help you. So reach out. Okay, so we have number 3, reach out, which is telling you to work hard, reach past your personal experience. Here, your partner is working really autonomously with the universe. There's a really direct connection, but there's not much interpersonal stuff going on. Your partner's kind of closed off in their own head while you're the one who's existing in the world. Maybe that's another reason why your energy is more like more challenged in some way, because your partner is in no way facing the world that you are dealing with. So encourage your partner to reach out, albeit gently. Remember that they are too forgiving and learning, so you have to allow them space to do that. The next card for them in terms of advice is the 7 of Cups. They do have a lot to deal with. So this is daydreams and decisions. So there is some type of influence that is upon them now that is influencing the possibilities in their life. They're really centering themselves in the scheme of their own alignment in the world and their foundations. This can be really scary in a relationship because you could be wondering, oh, are they going to choose me? Are they going to end up on my team? Remember, this is your partner. This is your soulmate. At the end of the day, if you provide them enough support, if everything in your life coincides in a way that it should, then your partner will naturally drift back towards you. In all relationships, we go back and forth, and there are times when we're really close together, and there's times when we kind of separate. But with your partner, you will always be connected. I think that the work that you need to focus on is changing how you look at things. And by changing how you look at things, you essentially are opening up the door to improve your relationship. At the end of the month, this is the card that both of you will be sharing. And so here we have feeling alone. This is a beautiful painting. I really like this. So Aquarius, I think that's pretty much a card of resonance for Aquarius in general. Aquarians are known to be kind of loners. That doesn't mean that they don't couple. It just means that their questions, the questions that they are answering, are autonomous from the world around them. And in a certain way, if you're working through this King of Wands energy, you have this fire in your hand. You have the lantern in the middle of darkness, right? And you are the one who has such great power, a power that is not able to necessarily always connect. So I think that what's going to happen by the end of December, remember, it's just the end of the month, that I think your partner will still be adjusting the things that they need and the things that they're hoping for, and you are going to be elevating your connection to the divine, and you're going to be standing there waiting for them to come around. It's going to take a little bit longer. And I think this, at the core of this has to do with your individual forgiving and learning. I feel as though in a certain degree, your partner is in different stages, spotted stages, in their own forgiveness and learning from their life's experience. So it's like both of you have to transcend and get over certain things. I don't think that this is necessarily just forgiveness and learning from each other. It's got more to do with your personal life experiences and where those life experiences have led to you. It's really hard when your highest ideal is the 2 of Cups and you're finding yourself feeling alone at the end of the month. But I think this will really build up a solid foundation for when your partner is in some way getting ready to communicate with you. When you guys reconnect and that partner is ready to again ground and center and focus on you, then that reconnection will be really splendid and beautiful, regardless if you know them or not. So if you don't know your partner yet, then you'll feel these things coming through for you, but they're going to be very they're not going to be so explicit. They're going to be more implicit inside of yourself. Your psyche is going to be stirred. Your consciousness and awareness, you're going to feel pangs of separation and coming together. So you'll be feeling what's going on. And the best way to address that is to meditate and throw love and support at the situation as much as possible. The next card for you, or the last card, just bring in mind that right now you are both adjusting your priorities, and you have your own priorities to adjust. I think that in the first reading we had this really powerhouse reading, so I think it's very hard for you to maintain balance amid a relationship on top of all the changes and opportunities that are happening in your life. You by no means are about to have a bad month, but I think in terms of your relationship, in terms of identifying with each other, I think that this may be a pause for you coming together, maybe a much needed rest from each other. And I think that maybe a redefinition of what's important to you is also happening on both sides. I think at the end of the day, you definitely will come together. It's just a necessary step to figure out who you are and who each other is, and then come together again and reform a deeper bond. Okay, so maybe even someone has instilled fear in one of your hearts. I feel as your partner has heard some unfortunate information that has made them a bit nervous, so that's why they need the extra time. And I think that they need to feel really embedded in some community, and they need to really ground themselves amid all the different people that are around them, while you still need to kind of contend with your leadership position in your relationship at this time, and kind of walk into the powerhouse of the King of Wands. You'll see what happens. You'll be feeling really good by the end of the month, but at the same time you'll feel a bit separate from your partner for a time. Just December. We'll see what happens in January. Anyway, thank you guys so much for the kind love and support. Aquarius, definitely one of the signs I love reading for every month. I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday season, including Christmas and New Year's. And I hope you guys give me a thumbs up for the video. Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you so much for a wonderful 2016. You guys are the best. Big love to you from Veroosh. And I'll talk to you in 2017. Bye.